So, let's talk about PvP in Dynasty Warriors Overlords. One thing you need to know is the basics when it comes to fighting. Like in other fighting games, such as Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, and Tekken, whatever. You have three basic fighting states, which are your neutral state, your advantage state, and your disadvantage state. So, what is the neutral state? Neutral state is when both you and your opponent have not yet attacked each other, but you're looking for an opening to attack. It's usually preceded by footsies, which is basically moving back and forth. So I'll summon Lubu here real quick. And I'm going to just move back and forth to bait him to attack. That's, well, he caught me there. That's called footsies. Let's see. Another form of neutral is baiting. So you'll bait a normal attack or your charge attack if it has good recovery. Because some attacks don't have good recovery. Like, this attack does not have good recovery. If I were to bait that, I'm wide open as I'm landing. But this is much more safe for me to use in baiting. But you have to be careful, obviously, against enemies that have more range than you. And another form of neutral, obviously, is dodging. But you don't want to dodge too much, especially in this game, because there's a shield bar which depletes as you dodge. So if you dodge too much, you're actually going to lose yourself. You're actually going to put yourself into a disadvantage state. So what is disadvantage state? Disadvantage state is when you get hit and you lose the ability to act. Now I'm in disadvantage state. My options here are to find a dodge window, also called Ukimi in the game. But in this game, when it comes to dodging, you have to get hit a certain number of times while you're in the air in order to dodge. However, if you're being hit while you're on the ground, you cannot dodge mid-hit. You can only dodge while you're in the air. Now, you can also dodge out of stun sometimes. So, say Lubu stuns me. As I'm getting out of my hit state. So, if I'm getting hit, there's a hit state where you can't react. After that recovery period is over, so watch as Lubu gets hit. He jolts back, but then he goes back to a normal state. So watching your hit states is how to effectively dodge your enemy. That's the biggest part of disadvantage state, is understanding your hit state, understanding your opportunity to move and counter. And advantage state is when you're the one doing the damage. Lubu now in disadvantage state means that I'm in advantage state. So you want to extend your advantage state as much as possible, but you also want to be aware of their dodge windows. So you could do something like bait his dodge. We're gonna try to bait him to Yukimi, and then we're gonna chase him down. He's not playing ball here. He's a menace. Sometimes Lubu's a menace. I want to bait him to Yukimi. There we go. So I hit him. Go 1, 1, 2. Try it again. 1, 1, 2, 3. There. If we know that they're going to dodge, we can actually follow them on landing and keep them in disadvantage state. Right now I'm just playing my neutral and just trying not to get hit. So let's practice on baiting his attacks. But because he has more range than me, it's a little difficult. That attack, because the wind-up animation on his C5, which is the attack that he was just doing, because it's so long, it's easier to get out of. When you're fighting a human opponent, they're not going to attack the way Lu Bu is, where he's just kind of doing the same thing over and over again based on what position you're in. Like if my back's facing him, he's always going to do that normal attack. When you're fighting a human opponent, the difference in combat is much more substantial. So I want to extend my advantage state. Let's see how I can do that. So what I did right there, I put him in a stun and I waited for him to recover. That's called a stun delay. We're going to do it again. I'm going to stun him. We're going to wait. See, I didn't wait long enough there, so I put him in knockback mode. When they're in knockback mode, they can uki me. So the goal is to stun him but keep him grounded, but also not give him a recovery window. See right there, we still didn't do it correctly because he got back to a normal state. We want to attack him when there is no opportunity for him to recover. We just have to wait a few seconds. There we go. We did it perfectly that time. And now we can just extend advantage state. So let's talk about extending advantage state. The most important thing in regards to advantage state is something referred to as true combos or combo confirms. So let's work on a combo confirm. We'll do a simple one. We're going to do a simple combo confirm. We're going to go C2. Right there. We put him in a disadvantaged state where he could not recover and just capitalized on it by using Musou. We're going to put him in another disadvantaged state, which is airborne. When you're airborne, if you haven't taken a certain number of hits, you cannot die. We're going to go ahead and kill him real quick since he's so low on health. There we go. Now we're going to try to put together a combo with a stun delay, assuming he doesn't hit that C5 there. Okay. We're going to stun delay him. Got it perfectly. Now if we hit him again, he should uki me. There you see. If they take a certain number of hits while they're in the air, they can recover. So your goal is to hit them the least amount of times, but do the most amount of damage to capitalize on their recovery options. I'm gonna do another one here. We're gonna stun delay. Let's do this. Nope, wasn't true. So, what's a true combo then? A true combo is when your ability to confirm the combo leaves them with no options to recover. So, this right here would be considered a true combo because there's no way I can get out of it. But if he can recover, that means the combo isn't true. Let's do a basic true combo here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. True combo. No option for him to recover at all. Let's do something that's not a true combo. See how he was able to recover there? That means the combo can't be confirmed. And if you're fighting a human opponent, you're going to put yourself in a disadvantaged state should you miss. So what I want to do is not get hit like that. We're just trying to do the quickest amount of damage as possible with the least amount of hits. With Zhang Hei's EX attack, he does a lot of hits, but they can't normally recover outside of the EX attack's animation. So let's talk about super blocking. It's going to be a little difficult with him because he has so much more range. He's so hard to predict. We know he's going to attack once my back is turned, but once I'm looking at him, he's a lot less predictable. And it's hard to super block him while my back is turned. So I have to turn around, have to run with my back towards him, and then turn around and super block him. This is Lu Bu at his mightiest. There we go. Boom. We're just taking advantage of pattern recognition here. If we know what he's going to do, we turn around and block him because we know he's going to attack. And that's going to leave him in a disadvantaged state. He actually read me that time. So all I'm doing right now is playing him to attack and blocking with super block, which as you see, as you hold the button, you see where it says block and counter? That is your super block window, but as you hold block, you slowly lose block. But if you super block, you lose block much more significantly. Let's see if I can get my block back up and do this again. He's getting feisty. There we go. I'm gonna do it one more time. Nope. He baited me with Musou. Go ahead and get out of that by using my Musou as well. Come on, Lu Bu. Not the most thrilling gameplay, but if you miss your super block, you're leaving yourself wide open to be chased down. So that's another thing you want to pay attention to, is if you know you can basically only super block twice before your bar depletes. I'll see if I can show you that real quick. So we're going to super block twice. Two. If you flash the super block, the block goes down much less. But if you hold the super block, you lose bar like basically instantly. But if you're flashing your super block, you can actually do it multiple times in a row, which is the more preferential thing to do as far as resource management goes. So we're just flashing it. There we go. See? There we go. Another thing you can do is, you can't do this to a computer really, because computer doesn't really super block, but something known as super block baiting. Just to try to attack your opponent in a way that you know will influence them to super block, and chase them down afterwards. If you have a better neutral, such as movement speed, better movement, better chase potential, like a move like this has so much attack priority, it's very easy for Zhang Hei to just chase someone down and do that with very little reaction time from them. They could super block it. We're just gonna do a combo confirm here. But not true. Unfortunately, not true. This is true. Let me show you something else real quick. So let's talk about attack canceling. A good example of an attack cancel would be to, Well, while this isn't the light charge attack, that was still what we're talking about. We're going to reset him because he's getting a little annoying. I'm going to use my C1, my charge attack 1, if you don't understand Dynasty Warriors terms. We're going to use my C1 and dodge through it. This allows me to cancel the animation, but it also, in doing so, cancels the attack. So I don't register a hit, but if you wait long enough, because the normal attack is 2 hits, if you wait long enough, you can still hit him and cancel it. You can also cancel with EX. Another thing you can do when it comes to canceling is canceling charge attacks with what is known as a shadow step, where you step through your charge attack. Let's see if it'll allow me to do it when I have enough bar. Like there. See, the normal animation has a longer recovery time, but if I shadow step through it, I'm putting myself back in neutral quicker. And another thing you can do to cancel a charge attack is this comes in handy when you want to confirm the combo on your opponent, such as when they're in the air. I'll do it real quick. True combo, one of which he cannot escape. Learning these combos is going to differ from character to character, so I suggest if you really want to get good at specific characters, you go into this arena mode and just practice. Practice putting together combos. It's best to fight Lu Bu, because Lu Bu has natural super armor, which allows him to dodge quicker than the other characters. So, because he can dodge quicker, if you're landing your attacks on him, it means that you're capitalizing on your confirms before he could even possibly dodge. So we're going to confirm this combo again. So yeah, if there's anything else you want to know as far as PvP goes, just feel free to leave comments and you know, ask me whatever you want to know. If you want to know more about advantage state, neutral state, disadvantage state, baiting, it basically comes down to learning your character, learning your opponent's tendencies, and pretty much developing your own playstyle. I very much want for players to get better at PvP as we go into the next season for the mode. And I hope that this will help in doing that. Alright, thank you for watching. Have a good day.